Today I'm going to review The Man Who Haunted Himself from 1970. It's based on the strange case of Mr. Pelham by Anthony Armstrong. It was released in 1957. There was also a version of it in Alfred Hitchcock Presents, but I'll be reviewing the 1970 movie today, starring Roger Moore. The film runs 89 minutes and it only cost £400,000, but it did poor at the box office, although now it has a cult following. And this was Roger Moore's personal favourite film that he did. There was actually a sequel planned, but it never got made. So the plot's really weird. Roger Moore plays Harold Pelham, and he has this car crash. And while he's in hospital recovering, on the heart monitor there's two beeps that's taking his heart pulse. And he finds out later that there's a double of him. And throughout the film you're not sure if Pelham's losing his mind or if there is actually a double of him. So this is a psychological thriller, but it also has fantasy elements to it. And I class the last 10 minutes as a horror film because it really does become scary at the final part of the act of the film. I watched the film on Blu-ray and the quality's outstanding. They really do a good job of those 1970s films when they put them on Blu-ray. They're a lot better than the DVD release. Also on the Blu-ray you get 34 minutes of the excellent score of this film. It's a really good score. What makes this film kind of really eerie is there's no proper explanation why it's actually happening that there's a double of Roger. Just that he died on the operating table and he let this kind of double of him out. It's a bit like the film The Birds. There's no explanation why the birds are attacking. So because there's no explanation, it kind of makes it a bit more weird and scarier somehow. What the? Who the hell are you? I'm Phil. Oh, you may be Philip, but I'm Philip Collinson from Durham. No, I'm Philip Collinson. I am. Don't shout. Shouting will get you nowhere. Bones, who is Philip? Hey, you daft bugger. It's you, Phil, in a different bloody jacket. Bones, you've spoilt the bugger. Yeah, you're getting bloody soft as bloody shit. This film proves that Roger Moore could act. He was, unfortunately, he was stereotyped into action movies. And although he really does that well, it would have been nice to have seen him in more unusual stuff. And unfortunately, this was the only fantasy film he did, where the film turns weird towards the end. So it's a real shame that, but at least he did one. And he was really good in this. It's like proves he could act. He was excellent playing two roles. He's doubling himself. And he actually looks kind of different in this film than his other ones. You can tell he's like really putting a great amount of effort into his performance. And it shows.
Who doesn't make love to his wife very often?
I didn't say that.
I said it for you.
Hey, if Roger doesn't want to shag her, I will. There's a weird story as well. The director who made this film, a year later he died in a car crash. And the spot where he died in the car crash was exactly the same spot where they filmed the car crash in this film, where Harold Pelham has his car crash. So a really strange, eerie coincidence that. It's another one of them weird things that happens during filming. There's a lot of strange, weird happenings, supernatural happenings occur while folk are making films, and this is one of them. So this film was after Roger Moore made The Saint. He did a film called Crossplot in 1969, and then he made this film in 1970, and then after that, in 1971, he went on to do The Persuaders. And after The Persuaders, he did James Bond in 1973. So it was like, he was really at his peak during the 70s. This film's got some really funny lines. There's loads of them. Got a bloody pin stuck in the back of my neck. Stuff like that. It also has a really good cast. And I love when the film films in Great Britain during the 1970s. It has a really good look for film. It's also well directed, especially the final. Really well done that. And there's some symbolic images as well. There's like cars, two cars. Both the Pelhams are chasing each other down a road. You see shots of billiard balls on a snooker table colliding. Lots of really good directional touches. So Roger Moore always said this was his favourite film, and I'm not surprised. It is a really excellent film.
Who on earth are you?
I've watched it countless times in the past. The very first time I remember watching it and being really like scared kind of thing watching it, because it's weird that there's two different Roger Moores. It's a totally weird film. So out of 10 I think I'd give this one top marks, 10 out of 10. It's my favourite Roger Moore film. It's even better than Spy, isn't it? But I don't think Bones do like it. Give it top marks, Phil. Roger can act.
Hey, Bones, you died on that operating table. Let me out. One of us has to go, and it's not me. Fucking hell.
Okay, everybody, bye. Like and subscribe and share. Bye.
Now look, Ashton, I don't know what this is all about, what you hope to gain by discrediting me, but if you repeat one word, one syllable of this preposterous Alice Through the Looking-Glass Fairy story, I'll slap a writ on you for defamation of character. And believe me, I'll have such damages you won't even be able to afford your taxi fare back from court.